X bro.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA
My boss
basketball.
fun.
With Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And now the New York Knicks starters. We've got Anunoby. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's Hart in at the power forward. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Home in the paint. We've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
Now here's Tatum. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Anunoby passes to Towns. Sweet move, and Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Brunson. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. The kick out to Towns. Good, nice job down low.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Here's Boston now. Brown outside. Tatum with the screen on Anunoby. Brown the pass to Tatum. One good for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Tatum. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A steal. And here's Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brett, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a ride. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's
Simple
confidence.
confidence.
Simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
And New York making a change here. Achiuwa's checked in.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Now here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Brunson against Holiday. Brunson the pass to Towns. Another shot. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Boston trailing. Brown feeling it out a bit. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Back to Brown.
2 minutes.
Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. To the middle. The kick out to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Towns a screen on Holiday. Brunson goes in. Beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Bridges misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum a screen to the inside. The kick out to Holiday. A 3 from Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Stops.
Well, when Porzingis has an active
Chris
and
Sports.
confident stroke, he can be dangerous from 3.
Chris,
And
nakita ko na, yung tindahan ng
decides
mga,
to call timeout.
diba, yung
Looking
mga
for a
sporting
breather.
goods.
And
Chris,
maybe just one or two
Chris
things to talk about.
Sports. You got Nagburakay kami ni ano bro, nila Kino, nila JC. Doon sa secret na place bro, may dalawang puti. Kamukha ni Luma Doncic na kasi yan. Carlisle po. Akala mo taong ay, yung coach ng Ateneo. Porzingis ata, mag-Ateneo na.
McBride's checked in for Hart, and Cameron Payne subbed in
Puti,
for
kamukha lang bro,
Jalen
pati gupit. Tangin na pa. Luka doon, pati tato, tangin na parang Luka Doncic lang. Idol,
Knicks
Lodi.
have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. McBride passes to Achua. And here's Payne. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Pritchard. Off to a
Hey,
good start as he
Payton.
gets his first shot attempt.
You want to settle for something going away from the basket, aggressive with a finger roll.
Pass to Achua. That
Oh!
one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just a late reaction there
Fournette.
from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. Pass to Horford. And stolen by Achua. And a fast break now for New York. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
McBride.
Like to see Payne just move the ball like that.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Cornette.
Luki
No
boy.
dice from the high
Go.
post.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much
putang ina,
as
balog.
having no time.
Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
3 points pa si Chris Sports. Sulit si Haliburton at si Bronson bro, lumabas pa sa wrestling yung dalawa.
And close game underway so far.
WWE.
We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Tsaka si Bronson
Their
sa
offense looks really good
Hindi
when
totoo yung
everyone's in
mga
sync.
sa wrestling. Si
Terrific
Lebron nga din
first
dati
quarter.
no.
They
Pero
couldn't
parang
ask
ano,
for a better one right now.
sa ano
Just a
lang,
complete
sa
rhythm by all the
parang
guys who got
audience
some
lang.
minutes. Wonderful start.
Now the Knicks with it. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Miles McBride. Mikal Bridges out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Payne and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Here's Bridges. Rebound Boston. Outside Tatum. Picked by Horford. Tatum kicks to Horford. A wide open look here for Craig. Off target from 3-point range. And here are the Knicks now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They now take the lead. Payne's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Craig. Nothing on the board. top, Tatum. Defended by McBride. Horford.
Oy!
And a dunk by Horford.
No, Horford, let's go.
Off the pick, expects to pass. That's difficult to guard.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Poked away. Right
Pickpocket.
wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum on the wing. Defended by McBride. Tatum looking around. Clock at 4. Over McBride. And that one hits back iron. New York shooting for the game at 42%. Out to Bridges. Back to McBride. Here's Achua. Pass to McBride. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by the Celtics. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Gotta love the extra
Recall.
effort from Bridges to make sure that break ended with a score.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Tatum. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the
Oy!
NBA. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team is seeking pace. Although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantage of defenses.
Jason
Look,
Statham.
you got a young team. Open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And then for New York, Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Ito,
First trip
Free
to the free throw
Sports.
line for him in this one.
Shooting for New York. Precious Achua. 2
Ang
shots.
inang tira yan. Come on,
And
man.
he can't get the
What
first
the
one.
fuck?
GA, these Boston Celtics are
Bull
unquestionably a
Hawkins.
top-tier offensive
Dami
unit.
movements.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with all.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. To the paint, wants to get it to Brown and does. Here's Cornette. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Knicks with the lead. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. And
Thirsty.
Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson.
Assisted.
Towns has got 6.
Jalen Brunson.
There you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday.
Oy, wala
He
namin.
says, I feel like
Yes,
they're
sir.
not afraid of me, but like,
Last
okay,
touch
get him
ni,
off the
Billy
ball.
Crawford.
To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I
Bright
am.
lights.
You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now, here's Brunson. Pass to McBride. Taken away
Oy.
by Holiday. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And here they go. And the
Oh,
shot by Porzingis.
Free Sports.
No need to settle for a layup. Porzingis
Oh,
inside
Tobias.
at that size. That's an easy jam.
The Knicks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Holiday against Brunson. And that one is off. Good D by Holiday.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Now McBride. After the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Brunson.
Oh!
Brunson, good for range.
Well, that's one way he can finish. But far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
No. And that'll do it for the first half.
Jalen Brunson.
It's the Knicks up 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
May lason din talaga tong New York, bro. Tanging pangkad din eh. Nakadalawang tira na pala si Brunson. Puta naman. Hornet! The corner. In the corner. Yung bata mo kay Bruce. Come on.
Zestiest play. This one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
WNBA. In the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. And 2 free throws.
Come on.
Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
You can hear the coaches from the sideline saying, stay down. You can't fall for the pump fake, but Porzingis adept at it there.
Boston shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Now Brunson. Pass to Hart. Out to Brunson. For 3. Rebound Boston.
Gawin sa step back.
6 rebounds now in the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And here is Tatum. For the tie, here's Porzingis, and he hits it to tie the game up. Porzingis has got 9.
Paano na-shoot yun?
The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get it.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Brown against Towns. Anunoby outside. And a miss there on the triple. And the Celtics shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got that wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Bridges outside. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Boston. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Yeah, that miss might stick with them for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Here's Brunson going inside. Count that one. Brunson's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Yeah, Brunson's the kind of guy who's going to seek you out, try to get that kind of contact.
Holiday against Brunson. A three from Porzingis. Hands it from downtown. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Right with a screen on Holiday. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 3. Celtics passing it around. Out to White. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Anunoby right side. Back to Towns. Second chance shot. They get it back. They kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
What a good burst from Brunson just to get by the initial defense.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Anunoby. Brown outside. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Pass to Horford. Here's Cornette. The shot's good. On the assist by Horford. Cornette's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics. Brunson with it. He's got 8. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now here's Brown. Horford with the screen on Bridges. Brown the pass to Horford. Brown outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Brunson's a little smaller guard, but he'll get in there and tussle with the big boys.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. He misses the free throw.
Come on. Come on. Lord.
He hits the second from the line. So it's the Celtics now. They lead by 1. And here's Brown. 4 seconds left. This one for 3. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Celtics lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Doon lang si Pritchard. No? In-release pang layup. Libre. Double. Bumabuta. Double shot. Tulas na. In-release ko.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for the Knicks. Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it to New York. They trail by 1.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution on the court.
Putid din mo Manny.
Here's Kolek, guarded by Holiday. Towns for 3. The rebound by Holiday. Towns has gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Porzingis. Tatum finds Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
This is a big time night for Porzingis. He's really fun when he gets going like this.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 1. A basket from Towns.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now here is Holiday. There's the lob to Brown.
Uy, ganda.
Finished off by Brown.
Jalen Brown.
Textbook stuff from Holiday off the pick and roll. He comes around the screen and rewards the screener with the pass.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, the Knicks making a switch here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked to the team. He told his guys to max it out on the
man.
If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. I want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Thanks, David.
Oh!
Finished off by Wright.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Down low and stolen by Achua. Anunoby kicks to right. New York moving the ball around. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Assist
That
from
gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Yes.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. In the corner, Tatum with it. Porzingis finds White. Outside Tatum. And the turnover again by Boston.
Out of bounds.
New York trailing. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
So, yung pagka-negro niya, parang may anong Tagalog eh.
That one drops. He ties it up.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Kamag-anak ko sa Cebu, puro mga Cebu. Dami nila eh, no? Kamag-anak ko Dami nila Cebu.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Boston, no good that time either. Knicks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's McBride. It's deflected. Now, here's Achua. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Anunoby. And the officials call it for a 3-second violation.
Putang inang 3-second. Ba't kasi doon pinasa?
That really hurts.
So for the Knicks,
What the fuck are you thinking?
for Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright.
2 minutes.
Brown against Anunoby. Brown dishes to Tatum. And here's Porzingis for a three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Here's Brunson. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
To the middle. Out to Porzingis. Takes a three. Shots making the play. Brown's got his fourth assist in this one.
Charo.
Porzingis
Third
running
attempt.
it, and gets it.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Brunson up top, guarded by Holiday. Brunson, left side. Towns, the pass to Anunoby. Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks miss again. Austin leading by 3. Outside, White. Porzingis against Martin. Back to White. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Bridges for 3. No good that time. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Here's Tatum. To the paint, out to Porzingis. From deep. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
Anthony Thomas. Second personal foul. Second team foul. The line for the Celtics. Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Bridges for 3. Offensive rebound. And here's Brunson outside. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. To wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see tight games won at home. Having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense. So what got you guys going in the second half?
Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. We were too tense. We weren't having any fun. We started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that you smile.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Venezuela.